Hey everyone, welcome to our video series, Canal Days, and thanks for joining us for today's episode of the neighborhoods throughout Holyoke, Mass. I'm your host, Carrie, here with my co-host, local historian and founder of the Historical Tours of Greater Holyoke, Robert Comoon. As your personal tour guide, Robert will lead you through some of the most iconic sites and their legends of historic significance throughout New England's preeminent and pivotal state of Massachusetts. With his expert insights, every monument and memorial story comes to life. Afterwards, don't forget to check out his website, holyokecanaltour.org, to access the full Canal Days video and podcast series. Also, check out his free in-person public tours he offers throughout Western Mass and the 2025 schedule for these special events. You can also book personalized private tours for groups of all sizes tailored to your interests. To discover all that and much more, remember to log on to holyokecanaltour.org. So, Robert, what are the neighborhoods that are throughout Holyoke?
Yes, there's plenty of them, and let's go through some of them for you. There's 15 of them, can you believe it? And so one of them is the Churchill neighborhood, and that's where the Sacred Heart Church is from. Another one is downtown, where we're situated right now, and we're going to actually, part of this video, walk around Dwight Street up to City Hall, and then on High Street, so you see the architecture up there. And then also there's Elmwood, and Elmwood used to have its own park, Elmwood Park. Now it's the home of Holyoke High School, Peck High School, and Crozier Fields, and so forth. All right, there's the Flats, which is extremely historic because it has a good part of the Holyoke Canal system inside of it, and a lot of worker homes and mills. My goodness. Then there's the Highlands and its associated neighborhood of Highland Parks, which is one of the upper parts of Holyoke with a lot of beautiful homes inside of it. Then there's Homestead Avenue and associated Jarvis Avenue neighborhood, and they have, for instance, Holyoke Community College within it. And then there's the Ingleside and Whiting Farms neighborhood, two neighborhoods with a lot in common. They now have the Ingleside Mall, but they used to have Brightside inside of it, and used to have William Whiting's Gentleman Farm. Then there's the Oakdale, a very residential neighborhood on both sides of the middle of Northampton Street. And then there's the outer two neighborhoods, Smith's Ferry and Rock Valley. Smith's Ferry way towards the north, which was added in 1909 from an annexation of a bit of Northampton. And then in the Rock Valley, the western edge of of Holyoke itself. Then there was South Holyoke and Springdale area, and South Holyoke has the rest of the canal system inside of it, and for that reason it's also very historic. The flats show off the canals a lot better, though it have more mills. And Springdale just beyond, which has a gorgeous Springdale Park, but it used to be very residential at one time. And what we're going to do is have the second question answered from outside, and then I'll go on my way and show off the neighborhood.
So which would you say would be your favorite?
I would have to, after a tough choice between the flats and downtown, I have to say downtown, because it at least has a bit of the canals. It has a nice Holyoke State Park, but it has City Hall and the five gorgeous northernmost blocks of High Street. Lots of history there, plus Veterans Park, Pulaski Park. Too much to ignore. And so here's Holyoke's Heritage State Park with its Volleyball Hall of Fame on one end and the Children's Museum. All right, and Dwight Street used to be considered the most important west-east axis of Holyoke itself, because it had a lot of mills going down here, and it ended at the top with theaters and opera houses. At the very bottom there was the train station, and it has got that back, and also two of the canals. Now the upper part of this street has Holyoke City Hall, first started in 1871 and finished in 1874. And between those 2 years, 1873, Holyoke became a city. And so this is Holyoke City Hall, and the only one it's ever had. Now at the very top is High Street, which has taken over the role of the most important street in Holyoke. Okay, it's quite gorgeous, has a gorgeous bell and the very top with a clock. Okay, and here is High Street itself. And right down this way to the north is 2 blocks of High Street. And down this way is 3 more blocks that form the northern. Yeah, but he ended up taking the 2 buildings to the side over too. And then upwards are many gorgeous buildings. But we want to concentrate today on the next 2 upper blocks, and across them we'll look at that very beautiful American Renaissance style architectural building. It's a tripartite building, and that means it has 3 distinct separations in the design: the lower 2 floors, 3 floors, and then 1 floor. And the next building we'll go to is the Caledonia, which itself was made in the Victorian Second Empire style with a French roof, had a heavy slant. And look at that gorgeous piece they put in place, made of copper and a slate roof on it. And then a lot of embedded columns made out of brownstone. And even the buildings around it are quite nice. There's a Luther Tabor building to one side. That used to be a Joe side are pretty decent other ones. So you can see on the very top, Caledonia, 1874. Right, the building is 1874, but it was taken over in the 19-teens by the Caledonia Society. It started its life as the Craft Building, and it's a replacement of the Craft Building that used to be on the corner of Hampden Street, which went on fire, so he built another gorgeous one to replace it. Okay, so gorgeous neighborhood overall, and I'll leave you with that. All these gorgeous buildings are what make this part of High Street so special. And thank you very much.